election. But then you want revolution. You're strongly against communism. You walk out on colonialism. You say if William had to go, but who to replace him? You ain't know. So to make a long story short from in front, Trinidadians ain't really know what they want. My friend, if you don't want democracy, the opposite is guerrilla activity. If you don't want democratic improvement, you have to want a revolutionist government. And yet when Guy Harewood went in the hills with Jennifer Jones, you let them get killed. All you're doing is grinning and skylarking. You come like the ass in the lion's skin. Because you say Robinson is a traitor. You say what's than that about Ranger. You say Kamal seeking his own interest. You call Millet a Marxist Leninist. You are ODAC, neither DLP. And you say DMM is only Ratchet. Well, you tying up yourself. I gonna tell you why. Trinidadians just like plenty mama guys. Afro-Trinidadian talking black power. It's not wrong for a man to love his culture. Yes, you walk around with your Afro plait and you're dragging a maggot and fat sapat. But although they're rapping about Africa, you're eating roti like if you're born in India. So who you go blame when you make your book and end up like a cat on a hunting rope? Because you say you're going Afro all the way, but you smile when they bring in Tony May. William say he want to retire. You beg him to stay a little longer. You reject Carl's act on public order. So you want the same Carl for Prime Minister. Like your sense of reasoning goes and comes. It won't surprise me if you call back Albert Guns.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. We are broadcasting live from the Workers' Rights Network. Now, today is the 6th. Today is the 6th of the second month, 2025. And today, I would have received a lot of calls from a lot of people near, far, overseas concerning this ongoing topic in which we would have had yesterday. But moreover, what is more important that this topic reach to its fruition is to open the minds and in an attempt to reach the consciousness of the many black people that is outside there. So at this point in time, as we does say, share, share the live. Now, before we go on to this topic today, we would have received videos concerning some house. They're breaking down certain houses in certain areas. And this begs the question. We know that there are a lot of people that exist in Trinidad and Tobago, them that have, them that don't have. But the thing a government supposed to do is to provide for the people of the country. And this situation was very sad. Real sad. What really going on in Trinidad and Tobago? People would have received lease from state lands throughout Trinidad and Tobago and they build big complex. And the houses of these individuals that was broken down is not businesses they had. So why it is, in a certain sense, that these people and them, you could have reached out to them and afford them a house, relocate them. Why it is it hard was to reach to the point that people are placed on the streets. Before we go into that, I mean, we have some interviews, we have some facts, a matter of fact, to bring to you. But in concordance to the message that was sent here, the issue is, we started this talk with Iwer George concerning the station and the company he keep there that is putting the station in a place of discredibility, no credibility at all. Because if somebody information people is bringing and callers had to call and refute it and met with a certain with aggression and matter of fact. But before we go into that video, for those that haven't seen this video that would have taken place today, let's play this video.
Reinforcement to put everybody on the road. Reinforcement to put everybody on the road. Look them. Look them. Look them. Look them bring reinforcement. Get rid of children. Mothers and children, they come to put out. Bulletproof. Robocops. 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 Robocops, you're feeling stronger now, officer. Robocops reaching, open your arms, you're stronger now. You open your arms, you're stronger now. You're stronger now. Check him, you open your arms, so you're stronger now, Robocops. All you feeling nice, support people from the home. Watch all you. You understand? Yeah, Robocops. I don't care about that. Yeah. What are they going to do? Fucking fighting we are. Yeah. Robocops. Robocops.
What you not taking for?
Bye. I try to if you hold
Today, a lot of family members was placed on the streets. Houses were flattened. What you state are these houses and them? None of them big house. None of them is multi-million dollars establishments. But yet still, the government would have seen it fit to send police, excavator, and imagine you stand up there watching your home destroyed. One must ask themselves a question. Were these people consulted? Were they given an alternative? Why this thing was done? We could say all kind of thing concerning this situation. We could say the people them bill. The question is, where will these people go? This was in Ramjina Trace in Arima. A letter was dispatched. And soon after, these people's houses were destroyed right before their faces. One must ask the question, where is the humanity in this government? In La Colibra, in La Colibra side, in Ramjina Trace, Tunapuna Road in Arima. Now, many of you outside there is going to see this video and say that, you know, these people there would have built illegally. But this is a message that we must send out to the leader of this country, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowling, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. A government that does not value its people will soon find itself without a people to govern. You can't keep doing things like this. I even self-wish this on my own enemy, a matter of fact. Walking through the streets of Port of Spain the year before, a matter of fact, I and Sheldon Khan would have did a video showing the amount of homelessness that exists within the capital of Trinidad and Tobago. And you're seeing people trying, a matter of fact. If you see somebody trying, I believe that the government should reach out a hand and try to assist. I mean, if it's lands that is not, it's freeholding lands that not occupied, reach out to them, start a program, get them in a AGC house, try something. Don't go and just make them homeless because they government land, and what you're going to do on it, build a house? You see, a nation that continues year after year to spend more money on military defense and programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual doom. And not on spiritual uplift is facing social doom. Government a next quote that was sent to me was this one. A government that robs Peter to pay Paul can always depend on the support of Paul. And what we have in this society here is, and I'm talking explicitly about the PNM government. When you keep on taking and cutting these programs that that help out the people that support you, you'll always have to depend on your finances. The finances always has something on you. I ain't coming to cast no stone on no individual. You are seeing an area that become regularized, people building up on an area, start an initiative. These people are able to build houses. They may not be able to build the houses that, big and lavish. Deal with them, yeah. Or you have this starter house program. Deal with some of them. Don't put people on the street just like that. You disrupt a life. Lives, a matter of fact. Sometimes people sacrifice. Somebody calls I get from this area. It bother me. It hurt my soul. Stop doing the people this. Now, whilst on this topic, the topic today, in which we, and to keep with this same issue here, the topic today is why Iwer George must, a matter of fact, reject the notion of the PNM. He must fire them from their station. All these political narratives that does be propagated on this station to get people falling blindly after a particular party. He is going to pay for this. If not in this life, there is an afterlife. There is a course for misleading people and carrying them down a narrative and continually having them go in a particular way. You don't mislead people like this. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob would have swallowed up the whole of Egypt in the Red Sea for chastising his people. And you, Iwer George, have an onus as to put down your foot. You are just as responsible for what is taking place on your program. We talk explicitly about Google, Pastor Google. He cannot continue to spread false narratives on the station, to continue to lead people down a rabbit hole. You have a responsibility. And I could tell you where it is, isn't it? Because today we would have visited two sites. So anybody who know Iwer George today, call him up, because send him this program, because what I am going to touch on is some nerves here. I want him to understand where he come from. The people are Point 14. When Marshall Montano used to be beating you all in road march, we was vexed. We was saying you could have give I right because you come from this area, you come from Point 14. The people at Point 14 that support you. Where you start your first radio station? I just pass up till today and see the antennas still on that building. You cannot continue to have a government that destroying a whole race of people in Trinidad and Tobago. And at the end of the day, they're using your radio station, your platform, and give you nothing in return. And you continue to let them ride you like a mule. I go touch some nerves here today on this program. This is not a joke. So in concordance to what I am going to say here, in concordance to the description, Iwer George and 91.9 FM, the people of Trinidad and Tobago are watching. They are watching. They are observing what is going on your radio station. We see the bias reporting and misinformation and political propaganda being pushed on your station. That came from the people. You want to know how others know what's taking place, my head on the ground. This year on the ground. Let me go on. The people is watching. Instead of informing the public with facts, hosts like Pastor Google are misleading the people to defend a failed leadership. And that is the PNM. We played the tape yesterday. Others like to go in sequence. Others like to take this thing in sequence. So we will revisit this tape here. And then I'm going to come with something here. As a matter of fact, let me go into that one first. Iwer George would have came to point 14, the waterman, and bring a particular culture to point 14. He tried to bring an initiative, or remember he was on this boat cruise, all this road cruise thing. That wasn't point 14. He built 2 jetty. He built one, a matter of fact. He's two. He built some steps, and people used to get a living. People used to come down there, sell the bacon shack. Fishermen used to benefit. Fishermen used to get a little walk. Sometimes the boat leave. There was a time that somebody would have fallen off in the water. I ain't talking about that, eh? They say they would have sued you, they would have, for falling off the boat. But let me go straight into the sighting that I am speaking about. Or you call Iwer George, call him today. Track number 1. Right, so on the Sunset Beach here. Right here, them fellas and them making the second drag outside. And staying down here for so long. At the end of the day, I come to talk about the step. See what's going on down here. This whole system here, they mash up the system, and things could have been done better. I come with a whole introduction, but let me come with it. This video here is not a bash. This is to show how black people just fight down black people. I didn't want to say it like that because it's sounding funny, because by giving out the information, people might say, I fighting down black people too. But that's not the point. Now, I don't know if you could see what's taking place here. I come and show you the steel plate. That was steel plate here that Neil Iwer George would have done. And he would have did this to bring revenue back to the area. I know it has a lot of people doesn't do them kind of thing. And he was one of them that was instrumental in doing such a thing. But you know what? As I started the video, let me see the video though. Black people fighting down black people. And that is where it is. Watch your brothers outside there. As I said, that the second drag. I see one big fish. They offer me one, but I ain't had nothing to put it in. And this is the type of development. Imagine a ship would have pull up there. And next one, and it's a bacon shack on the junction. And it's a toilet facility, the bar where they get money. People selling fish all on the junction. They Sunset Beach. And to say in the least, come up so. Black people mustn't fight down black people. This corporation here in Point 14 is owned. The PNM have been controlling that corporation for the longest while. And the thing about it is this. They would have dispatched a backhoe to mash up the step. Why they mash up the step? Watch how they leave the step, a matter of fact. Even said the teleman boy, here we're going on. We don't want here again. And you leave the step. You leave it in a dangerous position. And before I would have started off the video, we'd have been talking about this strip that they would have built here. Let me walk down, so. Let me show this strip here. Because I don't have it on. Now, that day, Iwer George would have built them steps and them. Remember when you used to bring down the boat down Labre, down Cliff Tunnel, we go show you the Cliff Tunnel site. And not all the time, and that is a black man. You move him from there. Or you see problems with that, or you mash up the step, all kind of thing. A lot of fishermen down there on Sunset Beach used to benefit from those two boats being there. Yes, he keeping party, but the passengers that come in there, they getting a little bacon fish, who selling the beers, who getting the thing, everybody benefiting. And this is a man that used to give back to the culture. When you see a man doing good, trust me, you have to promote it. But you're seeing the station going down a particular road that it comes something that is not credible in the eyes of the public. They're not taking it seriously. They ain't taking it seriously, and people would have done more than even Iwer George, and they ain't taking them too seriously. And we are going into that tonight. So when I am saying, hey, get rid of the PNM from that radio station and stop having it a propaganda base of the PNM. That mustn't be the case. I'm going to go back into this video. Footage already, and we come in with this thing here so you can understand. That strip there, they call it the Broadwalk. Down so. Right, that way you see in the rocks there, that the Broadwalk. But listen. I know you go see it in the drone footage, but that strip there, they call it the Broadwalk. The land eroding straight down the coastline. They promise the people at Point 14 to eradicate that situation, they go put the Broadwalk. But what should they do? That area you're seeing down so is considered to be a rich area. An area where people have money. And this comes to the simple fact that when you don't have money for this organization, they don't help you. Because where the people squatting there on that side, where they squatting there on that side, they leave there, them could fall down in the sea. The sea could take them. As for the fishermen and the hustlers, the sea could take them too. And that is what we don't want in our organization. We don't want that. We don't want them kind of thing to happen in any organization. So we at the end of the day must make a vital choice. And that choice is to consciously vote. And what I mean consciously, I ain't calling no administration yet. Conscious voter, know what you're voting for. Or you know what you're supposed, what you get. And don't put back on yourself in the same thing. Must hands biting. Some serious Harley probably. But anyway, this is just an example, just for you to see what the people in this area are facing. And if anybody else, and what the PNM would have succeeded in doing, that if anybody else had any good intention as to do anything else here, by the mere factor that what take place there, it would have discouraged them. So we end up in a position where we perpetually pulling down one another. I didn't get through, I'll go and pop the next man. And what the other man see, what you think will happen? We end up in a place here in Trinidad and Tobago that, it starts from the top, they start victimizing and it frighten everybody else behind. That we can't do nothing. What we go do? The black people need to assemble and I need one type of leadership. I ain't going to stay too long because I want to beat all here this evening. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Now that is the area that we are talking about there. That is Sunset Beach. That toilet have been out of commission. People just defecate on the ground, a matter of fact. But the area, a beautiful area. They're not doing anything about the area. Nice, Iwer George would have came to Point 14. A powerful initiative, which could have been public-private partnership. in which he bring value to the area. Now we're going on to our next site here. We're going on to our next site. Beautiful area. People just go there, catch fish, bathe on a weekend. Now this here is the Clifton Hill. Clifton Hill, Amatafa. Our next jetty that Iwer George again with a bill. What happened to this one here? What happened? When you walk on it, people going out there and fish now. When you walk on it, lighting going straight out. But what is PNM government doing for people, brothers like that have ideas? This is it from a different angle. Long strip of land that could have been developed, screaming out for tourism, development. All those trees, you could have had a place to sit down underneath there. Now, the brother that have this facility here is Trevalage. A man that have a lot of ideas. A lot of ideas. He would have been awarded accept award for Businessman of the Year because the accomplishments is great. A man that have a keen idea, a touch for the aesthetics. And again, private public partnership. A matter of fact, I want you to see me. The man that would have built that facility is a man that could do better than Randall Mitchell in managing tourism. Because the ideas in which this man would have bring to the area, because he have things there. I mean, when they go, that one of the facility there, that the beach resort, he have the neighborhood grill, not too far from there, just in close proximity. And the ideas that he would have brought to the people at Point 14, because they just see it on the screen and thing, he just show it up. When you go to the bar, you want to sit down, you have a drink, all of these things just be seen on the screen. And now show you Iwer George. What he would have done, I mean, it would have created income for some of the people and them that are around this whole establishment. These are the things that you're supposed to push in these areas and them. These are the things that's supposed to be pushed. And when people like them is doing them kind of thing on them, you're supposed to push them. Push them. I mean, Trevalage had the beach clean. Money spent from his own pocket. And somehow I just feel a CPEP. Yes, CPEP does pass some of the times. But if you go down on Clifton Hill Beach, people just go there for their walk and thing. Trevor cleaning the beach. That is the man that's supposed to be running this tourism thing in Trinidad. You own Celebia. You understand? You only grill. That's the man that's supposed to be controlling this thing. If you don't believe me, go down to the neighborhood grill on a weekend and you just see it all on the screen, you show it up. So let me go back in the video. A big, massive resort down there. Black man own that. Yeah, black man own that. Most of you say black man, you know. Black man good for nothing. Own that. Watch the pool. That stage for music. It have a hotel down there. And where is the push? To me, all events should be kept there. Watch the beautiful strip of beach going straight down. A lot of things could be implemented down on this side. A lot of things could be implemented down on this side, but where is the government for black people? And that is the reason why I know if you go hear me, you know, Iwer. I know if you will turn your back on the information that are now put out, the PNM is not our friend. They could give Faris Alwari money, rental, for a building that is incomplete. And yet still you're having a man on a radio station, on your radio station, spewing propaganda in the worst way to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, in which you would have given a commitment to bring news on at a particular level, unbiased. And all of a sudden we could play a promo in front of our program. This is not the responsibility of it, but you're having this man doing this thing here for years. Where's your belly, Iwer George? Pastor Google is a man that if he does shape up, he should be shipped out. You cannot be having you cannot have an organization that is only modus operandi is to spew propaganda. Just to put people, just to keep them in a mindset of slaves, a slave mindset. That had to stop. And if it is you have a platform that is encouraging or allowing or turning your back on other people that is using your reach capability to mislead millions, never don't say millions, thousands of people, you will be judged by the Creator. Can't allow things to just go on just so. As a man don't put water in my mouth. Iwer George on 91.9 FM. The people of Trinidad and Tobago is watching. And we are seeing the bias reporting, misinformation and political propaganda being pushed on your station instead of informing the public with facts. Hosts like Pastor Google are misleading the people and defending a failed leadership in this country. Without further ado, let me go in to this video. And people, you need to watch this, you know. Yeah, you need to watch this. Track number 3.
In a memo sent from the Defense Intelligence Agency, new policies have just been set in motion that going forward, the country will no longer celebrate Black History Month, Women's History Month, or Juneteenth. Isn't it amazing how people will try to pretend as if they don't know what you did for them? But in their hearts, they know that they are indebted. Because of our free labor, we made this country a superpower. In a memo sent from the Defense Intelligence Agency, new policies have just been set in motion that going forward, the country will no longer celebrate Black History Month, Women's History Month, or Juneteenth. Isn't it amazing how people will try to pretend as if they don't know what you did for them? but in their hearts, they know that they are indebted.
All right, Trinidad Tobago, so I'm back with you. So that is why I got the information from about the Black History Month not being celebrated again in America. All right, that's where I got it from Pastor Jamal Bright from the New Birth Baptist Church. So people who just be calling here and talking about black and the blackest man and black. The country that you're living in right now don't even want to recognize black people anymore. Imagine that, eh? Black History Month, where they would have celebrated and talked about and share history on black people. Great black people in America that have taught their children on the history of Black History Month and Black History Month. I often wondered why we don't celebrate Black History Month in Trinidad and Tobago, where we highlight people like Darcus Howe. I want to repeat his name again. Darcus Howe. Darcus Howe. Anybody know who is that? Anybody know who he fight for? Anybody understand that name I just called there? Every time I talk about that name, I just get emotional. It are people who just want to talk about it for black people and they fighting on behalf of black people and always coming to talk about black. You even dream. You can't even fathom how to stand in the shoes of a man called Darcus Howe. You know what I'm saying? I want to say it again. You who does me want to talk about, oh, you disappointed. You too. You who just want to talk about, oh, you're so disappointed in the black politicians in this country and wherever. You see, if a man like Darcus Howe say that, I'll swallow it. But you see, people like who want to come and pontificate and fight and pretend as though they're for black people, and I say it, pretend, could never put your big toe form off your little toe in Darcus Howe shoes. A man from Belmont who understand what it means to live. Anyway, I'm going to strain. So, a strain.
Hi, is this 91.9?
Yes, it is.
Okay, can I say something? Or
Yeah, you can. Hello?
Okay, well, let me say a message then. I think you owe Donald Trump an apology. Because let me tell you, the Yahoo News. Yeah, Yahoo News of February the 2nd says, amid Trump's rollback, blah, 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 people were concerned that Black History Month could be in danger, but they said, the White House secretary said the president planned to sign a proclamation declaring February as Black History Month, as every president has done. He followed through on Saturday, February the 1st. And then he said, on Saturday, he said, today I am very honored to recognize February 2025 as National Black History Month, Trump wrote. American heroes such as Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, Thomas Sowell, Justice Clarence Thomas, and countless others represent what is best in America and her citizens. He added their achievements, which have monumentally advanced the tradition of equality and blah, 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 and so on and so on. But he finally did, and it was declared on Sunday. So, and President Trump, you might not think so, but he is a good person. So they're staying there and stating all these things, all these news that you hear. This is from Yahoo News online. So if you want, you must research your facts. I have been retired soon, and I am starting to look at your program. But you're not researching your facts. All you have to do is, and you're seeing it, Yahoo News.
You're staying on the line, ma'am?
I mean, and here I was like,
all right,
yes, I'm on the line.
All right, so what you heard me played, and all the listeners, if you were listening from the beginning of my program, I said that I was listening to a pastor, right? And is that my words, you know? And everybody who have been listening to me for the past 12 years of me being on this radio station will always hear me say that I would prefer play somebody saying something than I come and say it. Right? So I said that I heard a pastor making a statement that I don't know if it's true. I said that I could go back and pull the recording because there's people who just put, wait just now, ma'am, I'll allow you to speak. Did I allow you to speak? I didn't even stop you. I allowed you to say what you have to say about me. Right? So I would have said, okay, let me go back and pull back the recording of the Sunday worship, which was yesterday, of Pastor, I call his name, Jamal Bright, saying that he got a memo stating that President Donald Trump is going to stop Black History Month celebration in America. So I went back, and that is what I played a while ago, where Pastor Jamal Bright would have said it. Right? That is what I did. So you now coming to tell me, hey, X, Y, and Z. So what you said to me was, hey, here what's going on. I just read Yahoo News, and this is what was stated in Yahoo News, and I would like for you to go and check it and bring the relevant information. You didn't do that, you know. You came here to tell me, oh, I say I owe Donald Trump an apology. I owe Donald Trump an apology because I say X, Y, and Z. I played. Wait, just now.
On air about what someone told you without
what somebody told. I played what the man preached. I played what the. You know, you coming to tell me about facts. You really coming to tell me about facts? I just said to you something and you're not even hearing what I said. You didn't even hear what I said to you that I heard.
Now, hear the arrogance of that individual. Watch how he pointing to the screen as if he could hold this person and snatch them out. Watch the arrogance of Pastor Google. Watch he pointing the screen. And that is to show you the temperament of the man. Watch how he points the screen. The intensity of the statement. That is not a man that you ought to be listening to. That is not a man that should be given a platform that is nationwide, all around the world, and he pontificate on that platform to lead anybody in any direction, because you are seeing a man from how he's behaving, from what he's saying, that you were going on, you had to listen to me regardless to what. And the woman would have shown up. The baselessness of a piece of information that he's trying to push on the population of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension the world. And Iwer George doing it on your platform. As a man that control audience on that level, man, you should take responsibility for what's going on. Because I could come here day after day and show the misinformation that this man is pontificating on a platform that you are in charge of. My God, black brother, open your eye. I just show you where they have no respect for you in this area. And not we the people, we like you, but it's the government. We black government that we vote into power. I vote them into power. And thousands of people in this area, and they fail we. And it's about damn time that many of you come out and start to talk. It's not no time to hide again. No, it's not no time to hide. They just put hundreds of people on the streets. in a country that done hard already. All over the world, people giving people subvention, government giving people subvention. What's going on here in Trinidad and Tobago? My God. How you could have a man on your platform, you in control of that, Iwer? You're throwing party all over. And when you throw these party and them it have a safety standard that you have to follow. I know all inside, I mean where mother living, everybody love you. But I cannot continue in no good faith to be listening to a radio program on your station and which a man spewing propaganda all the time. What would I do here in Sunset Beach? What would I do here in Clifton Hill? What would I do here on the wharf in San Fernando? And what? Now I could go into some deep facts from where I could go into some deep facts. Now is not the time to be having an individual having control over our programming. And you reaching so much of people, some of the time you pay out of your own pocket. That is what you supporting? Now let me show you something. You see Jetty Bill, or you see all kind of thing. Now I here is going to make a suggestion. You see a man so innovative, bringing work and thing for the community. And you know I could play them tape too, you know. But I'm going to leave that for Sunday. There is going to be a program on Sunday. In its finality, we are going to play a lot of interviews, some people from in and around this area. It's not my thing to damage nobody's character. I come here and I bring the facts. And we could back it up. Or you're defending Monroe up so. I promise not to talk about that. But don't choke me. Do not choke me so I go talk about these things. Monroe come out and tell the people how much buildings that you have rent out to the government. Why they like you so? Properties all over. My God. A matter of fact, let me leave that alone. I don't make my promise already. Let me leave that alone. Now, let me go into this fast ferry here. This is the water taxi from San Fernando that has go to Port of Spain. That is King's Wharf. Watch how nice these boats is. All of them is government boats. Two, a matter of fact. From where I hear, Iwer had two boats. As a black man, Iwer George. They move you out from here, they mash up the jetty that you build down there again, the same thing. They develop the beachfront. What these two nice boats on them? The size of Iwer boat is almost the same size or even or maybe bigger. That is the beachfront. Right now, the beachfront on the King's Wharf, they're doing a different type of work down there. This here is the new jetty. The fishermen and them was talking about the safety on this new jetty. This whole thing, they're backfilling the whole front of the sea. Why, Iwer George, the government didn't give you a contract and extend this facility to Point 14? in which you could give a contract, seeing that as a black man you have a boat, and extend the water taxi to Point 14. Them could give you that as a black man. But why you think they ain't giving you it? Why you think that they are not extending their hands to you, black man like myself? Because you're black. We're not supposed to have ambition. We're not supposed to be millionaires. That is what they're saying. And the black man that already reach, when he reached there, he kicked down the chair in the bottom because he don't want you to reach. And they are defeating us because they're feeling that they are individual. As individual, they are strong, and when they reach inside, they don't believe that you deserve to get what they get. And they continually have us in a quagmire on a daily basis when things could be better than this, and we have to be looking outside of our race for deliverance all the time. They come with a white Jesus and they say, you take that, and not knowing in the book of Revelation they say he's boy. Never go into that. Iwer George, you hold a responsibility, and you need to act on it. When I say that, I say all, you need to act on it. Am I lying? Come out and tell the people, am I lying concerning the initiative in Sunset Beach? Am I lying concerning the initiative on Clifton Hill Beach? Am I lying concerning the jetty on King's Wharf? But yet still you're having a bunch of incompetent hosts. Paying them for what? To misinform people for what? For what? For what? To the benefit just of a few? We ought to be more spiritual than this. We ought to be more cognizant than this. It's not only you alone that doing that. I just show you a facility that down on a beach. That is fight right through from people that have and possess the same skin color like we. People just come here and say that I'm angry. No, I ain't angry. I'm speaking with conviction, with passion. That's the only I go cussing. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that here today. I don't want to do that here today. There will be a Sunday program. Come in. And this is our warning to you, to all of you on 91.9 FM. Anytime you come after any host of this program, we will respond. Consider this to be a first warning. There will be letters. As a matter of fact, there will be pre-action protocol letters that will be issued from us. We want an apology. are on the Sunset Beach here. Right here, them fellas and them making the second drag outside it. And staying down here for so long. At the end of the day, I come to talk about the step. Seeing what's going on down here. This whole system here, they mash up the system and things could have been done better. I come with a whole introduction. But let me come with it. This video here is not a bash. This is to show how black people just fight on black people. I didn't want to say it like that because it's sounding funny, because by giving out the information, people might say, I fighting down black people too. But that's not the point. Now, I don't know if you could see what taking place here. I come and show you the steel plate. That was steel plate here that Iwer George would have done. And he would have did this to bring revenue back to the area. I know it has a lot of people doesn't do them kind of thing. And he was one of them that was instrumental in doing such a thing. But you know what? As I started the video, let me see the video though. Black people fighting down black people. And that is where it is. Watch your brothers outside there. As I said, like the second drag. I see one big fish. They offer me one, but I ain't had nothing to put it in. And this is the type of development. Imagine a ship would have pull up there. And next one, and it have bacon shack on the junction. And it have a toilet facility, the boy would have get money. People selling fish all on the junction. They Sunset Beach. And to say in the least, come up so. Black people mustn't fight down black people. This corporation here in Point 14 is owned. The PNM have been controlling that corporation for the longest while. And the thing about it is this. They would have dispatched a backhoe to mash up the step. Why they mash up the step? Watch how they leave the step, a matter of fact. Even said the teleman boy here what's going on. We don't want to hear again. And they leave the step. You leave it in a dangerous position. And before I would have started off the video, we'd have been talking about this strip that they would have built here. Let you walk down so. Let me show this strip here. Because I don't have it on footage already. And we come in with this thing here so you can understand. That strip there, they call it the Broadwalk. Down so. I know you go see it in the drone footage, but that strip there, they would have called it the Broadwalk. The land eroding straight down the coastline. They promised the people at Point 14 to eradicate that situation, they go put the Broadwalk. But what should they do? That area you're seeing down so is considered to be a rich area. An area where people have money. And this comes to the simple fact that when you don't have money for this organization, they don't help you. Because where the people squatting there on that side, where they squatting there on that side, they leave there, them could fall down in the sea. The sea could take them. As for the fishermen and the hustlers, the sea could take them too. And that is what we don't want in our organization. We don't want that. We don't want them kind of thing to happen in any organization. So we at the end of the day must make a vital choice. And that choice is to consciously vote. And what I mean consciously, I ain't calling no administration yet. Conscious voter, know what you're voting for. Or you know what you're supposed what you get. And don't put back yourself in the same thing. Hands biting. Some serious Harley probably. But anyway, this is just an example. Just for you to see what the people in this area are facing. And if anybody else, and what the PNM would have succeeded in doing, that if anybody else had any good intention as to do anything else here, by the mere factor that what take place there, it would have discouraged them. So we end up in a position where we perpetually pulling down one another. I didn't get through, I'll go and pop the next man. And what the other man see, what you think going to happen? We end up in a place here in Trinidad and Tobago that, it starts from the top, they start victimizing and it frighten everybody else behind. That we can't do nothing. What we go do? The black people need to assemble and they need one type of leadership. I ain't gonna stay too long because I want to beat all here this evening. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel.